Think Indonesia's small. Think again. It's massive. Fourth largest country, biggest Muslim population, 17,000 islands. Huge history, geography, and culture. Seriously diverse. Ready for a quick dive? It all started over 4,000 years ago with the Austronesians. Before them, tiny humans called Flores man. Then Java man. First Homo erectus fossils found here. These ancient humans were not like us. But back to us, Homo sapiens. Austronesians arrived around 2000 BC and found perfect farming weather. Wet season, dry season, humid all year. Indonesia's location? Game changer, for good and bad. It sits on one of Earth's most epic geological wonders. The Ring of Fire. Sounds intense, right? It's where massive lava plates crash in the Pacific. Tectonic plates mean endless earthquakes and volcanoes. But that fiery chaos creates super fertile soil. Result? Tons of food. No one starves. More food means more people. Big population boost. Maritime kingdoms popped up on Sumatra and Java. The Strait of Malacca was a key trade route to Asia, South Asia, and Oceania. Javanese traders sailed everywhere, spreading Indian culture across Southeast Asia from the 1st century. Hello, Hinduism and Buddhism. By the 7th century, the Srivijaya Empire ruled big areas. Sumatra, West Java, and most of the Malay Peninsula. Other Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms existed too, like the Mataram Kingdom in central Java. Javanese art and architecture exploded. They built temples like Borobudur, the world's biggest Buddhist temple, and Prambanan, Indonesia's largest Hindu temple. Bought a hat to blend in. Anyway, Srivijaya was Buddhist and buddy-buddy with India's Cholas. But things got ugly in the 11th century. Chola raids and rival kingdoms crippled Srivijaya. The Chola king went from beginner to boss. This power vacuum let the Hindu Majapahit kingdom grow. And grow they did, when China's Yuan dynasty invaded. Majapahit teamed up with the Chinese initially, beat a rival, then turned on the invaders and kicked them out. After Prophet Muhammad died in 632 AD, Islamic empires expanded through war. To win the game, you need a great economy. Economies are built on trade, and trade routes are key. The Indian Ocean? A crucial trade hub forever. Traders used monsoon winds to plan their journeys. Seeking spices and deals, Arab Muslim traders were huge in spreading Islam. The Majapahit rulers expanded, focusing hard on the booming spice trade. They were super successful, but keeping it? Tough. A classic succession crisis weakened the empire. That opened the door for the new Malacca Sultanate. Then lots of smaller sultanates popped up. This is how Islam reached Indonesia. But Bali? They said, no thanks to Islam. This island became home to Majapahit's elite and royals. Bali still keeps its unique heritage today. They're Hindu, and have been since the 1st century. But it's different. Bali's Hinduism blends with Buddhism and local traditions. Ancestors, nature spirits, it's all part of it. Then, the Portuguese arrived in the 16th century. They were the first Europeans advanced enough to cross oceans. In 1511, they nabbed the vital port of Malacca. Portugal's goal: control the spice trade. Nutmeg, native here, was super rare and valuable back home. They found local kingdoms often at war. Using force and alliances, they built trading posts. But their stay was short-lived, thanks to the arrival of the Dutch, or rather, a Dutch company. The VOC, Dutch East India Company. The Dutch government gave them total power for profit. They could wage war, arrest people, make treaties, even coin money. The VOC took over West Java's city of, wait a sec, Jayakarta, where they founded Batavia. From there, they battled the Portuguese for spice trade dominance, exploiting Java's fragmented kingdoms. The Dutch used the same brutal tactics as other European powers, but they brought better organization, tech, and funding. Malay became the official language, used by traders for ages. Unlike other colonizers, few people speak Dutch today, and few words stuck in Indonesian. The VOC went bankrupt in 1799. The Dutch government took over. But hold up, what's happening in Europe? Napoleon. He trashed Europe, and the Dutch fell under his influence. Until Napoleon's defeat in 1815, they lost control of the East Indies. After Napoleon, they regained power through conquest. They beat kingdoms in Lombok, Sulawesi, Banten, and Aceh. Their rule was harsh and ruthless. Forced labor was common in Java. This system made the Dutch rich, tying peasants to the land for plantations. After 300-plus years of oppression, early 20th century saw the rise of nationalism. Then World War II hit, and Japan swept through Southeast Asia. Initially hopeful, Indonesians were exploited again, oppressed by a new power. When Japan left after World War II, Sukarno and Hatta declared Indonesian independence. August 17, 1945. The Dutch, with British help, tried to retake control. Indonesia had many languages, ethnicities, cultures: Javanese, Sundanese, Balinese. They were united by one thing: hatred for the Dutch and colonialism. The fight lasted for years. Indonesia gained diplomatic support, including from the UN. On December 27, 1949, after 4 years of war, Indonesia won. The Netherlands officially recognized their sovereignty. Nations can be formed in many ways. This new nation had 3 core ideals: one motherland, one nation, one language. Most Indonesians still speak their own regional language. Due to its rich history, there are tons of languages. Over 700, actually. But Sukarno and the revolutionaries chose Bahasa Indonesia as the official language. Back in the 60s, Sukarno eyed New Guinea, backed by the Soviets, and took on Dutch New Guinea. The Dutch hadn't even started talking about the region's future. As communism spread in Indonesia, the US, with a little CIA help, stepped in. Sukarno was out, replaced by an anti-communist dictator. Now, Suharto wasn't exactly Mr. Nice Guy. His reign saw hundreds of thousands killed or jailed by the military. Many communists and leftists met a grim end. He also welcomed major foreign investment, boosting the economy, all while getting himself and his family rich through shady deals and good old corruption. This area is home to New Guinea's native people, the Papuans. The Papuans were supposed to get a say in their independence. But what if the Papuans gain independence? Would others follow? Plus, they discovered this place is loaded with natural resources. And who'd willingly give that up? World powers look the other way, and this territory remains part of Indonesia. Oh, and Portugal's Timor got annexed in 75 too. Then, democracy arrived at the dawn of the 21st century. Indonesia remains a fascinating country. It's a growing economic force, but still considered third world by global metrics. Indonesia is home to literally thousands of ethnic groups, each with their own unique cultures and traditions. The Javanese have traditional puppetry, with skilled puppeteers bringing stories to life. Balinese culture features a tooth-filing ritual, a rite of passage where 6 upper teeth are filed smooth by a holy priest with a special tool. You'll also find the ancient art of batik all over Indonesia. Batik clothing is worn for everything from formal to casual events, celebrations, ceremonies, and daily life. Each unique pattern holds its own meaning. We can't cover every culture in detail here, or we'd be here all day. But this country truly embodies unity in diversity.